What's up, guys, and welcome back to Wake Up Entertainment. So the Meyiwa family is not happy at all, especially when it comes with the police, and they are very frustrated by the lack of updates that they are getting. Their claim is that the police is just not updating them enough about what is happening with the case. So the Meyiwa family has been waiting for these answers for years now, but no answers are coming at all. So this is what the family said with Sifiso Meyiwa.
Meyiwa's family say that police have not given them any information regarding reports of the discovery of a gun that was used to kill the former Bafana captain. News 24 is reporting that police made this breakthrough into Meyiwa's death. My colleague, Xoli Mgambi, spoke to Meyiwa's cousin a bit earlier on.
It's sad. We have spoken to General Distrust, what is the head of the investigation, who General Mfazi will update us if anything happens or if there is any breakthrough in the case. So, and today we wake up to the news that the firearm has been found. And we're just hearing it from the media. We've already knew it maybe a month ago or 2 months ago. There was someone who was claiming she was a sense of shock. We don't know. Only the police, Lawa Asabenzifana, no general told or Azil. Because you must remember there are two teams in this investigation. There's a team there are two teams of who are supposed to be working together, but they are not working together. So the team, obviously, like I have told, they know which is someone who has been claiming which he was there. But we were told that when there's a time for arrest, there will be people who are claiming which they were there. Yes, we all know which there was no one who entered the room.
So as you just heard for yourself there is a clear, deep disconnect between the law enforcement officials and the Senzo Meyiwa family. So the Meyiwa family is relying on social media for updates about the case, as they are not receiving any updates from the police themselves. So this lack of communication is just fueling this distrust, but also places an emotional burden on the Meyiwa family. So this is what is happening there. So Sifiso Meyiwa was saying in quotes, "We are tired about hearing about this progress from newspapers. The police is not telling us anything." So even Sifiso Meyiwa is not happy about getting updates from newspapers, not just the social media. They want direct updates from the police themselves. So this is raising these suspicions that the family is being kept up in the dark, and information is being deliberately being withheld from them. So this is exactly what we want to analyze here and find out. And the question that I would like to ask firstly is that, is the police obliged to update, the Meyiwa family on the progress that is occurring about Senzo Meyiwa? To some extent, of course, they are kind of obliged, because this is like a high profile case that everybody's interested in. So there is some sort of like legal obligation for the police to be updating the Meyiwa family. But at the same time, also the police has to withhold certain details in order to avoid jeopardizing the investigation. So in as much as they have to update the Meyiwa family, they also have to do it with caution. So this withholding of information is what the Meyiwa family is feeling frustrated about by this lack of updates. But unfortunately, it's something they have to go through, because the police is still investigating and this case is still being like investigated. So obviously there is going to be lack of updates. Because the challenge that is there, unfortunately, for the Meyiwa family, they don't just want updates coming from the Senzo Meyiwa trial. What they want to hear right here, right now, is that who is responsible for what happened at the Kumalo house. Not only do they want to hear that, they also want to hear that it is Longwe Twala and Chiku Twala. That's like the information that they kind of want to hear. If you sort of like try to update them on any information that is different from that, then you're not going to be on the same page with them. So I kind of understand why the police is not updating them, because that's the challenge they might face. So I've been kind of like searching and trying to find out, like, does the police like update everybody out there personally when something like this happens? And it turns out that there are some best practices and guidelines that the police actually follows by updating the next of kin. The police can update the family if an arrest has been made or if the case is progressing in a way that impacts the family. Because initially I actually thought that the police has no obligation whatsoever to be doing that. So here, the Meyiwa family actually has a right to be updated. Because I thought they didn't have that right. They are only quoting this special treatment because this case is high profile, but that is not the case at all. So to add on top of that, I saw something called the victims' rights. So this is a law that like emphasizes the need for the police to offer support to the families. That includes providing updates when possible. So this is where the Meyiwa family is coming in, even though the law does not mandate the police to be giving frequent updates. It's often seen like as a duty for the police to maintain a line of communication with the families. So this is where we are. The Mayo family, obviously, they have to be getting these updates, but they are not getting them. So what can they do? I personally think that they just have to accept that this case is very complex. They just have to come to that understanding and just accept it, that it's a complex case. And there is nothing much that the police can actually do in terms of frequently updating them. Because even the trial itself, it gets postponed here and there. And even the arrests themselves, they were actually done something like what? 5 years later, the arrest of those five suspects. And they were actually given an update on the arrest of those five suspects. And to add on top of that, there's some time back when Bekele actually visited the Meyiwa family after, I think it was 10 years, when Bekele actually visited the Meyiwa family and was informing them personally himself as the police minister. So those are some of the updates they were being given, and they just have to appreciate some of those updates, even though they may not be enough from their perspective. So tell me what you think, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.